Okay, this is not a drill. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? I literally just got home from college a couple minutes ago. Enough time for me to grab some water, enough time for me to grab a little snack, but more importantly, enough time to pull out my laptop, because holy heck, we're getting a new 21 Pilots album. I am super excited. I am ecstatic. That was some great news to hear today. So, this video is just gonna be me. I don't have a script for this. I literally was just thinking about this entire car ride home. I just want to make a video, what we know about it, how all of this came down, and some of the theories with the album, which there are a lot. So, let's start back. 2 o'clock today, I was getting ready to do my last class of the day. I was checking all my social media, checking Instagram, checking Twitter, checking Facebook, checking whatever, checking YouTube. And on my Twitter, I noticed 3 things trend. 21 Pilots, T.O.P. is coming, and Clancy. Now, as soon as you see Clancy, you know something is up. Now, for the people who don't know who Clancy is and why that name is associated with 21 Pilots, well, my friends, think back to the Trench album. Think back to Dema. So, if you don't know, Trench is a concept album that 21 Pilots created with this whole concept of Dema, the main character of it being Clancy. There's this whole website dedicated to all of these journals that Clancy wrote talking about Dema and everything that went on there. And it came to the 9 bishops. We know one of their names is Nico, hence Nico and the Niners. And literally you can see the Trench lore if you listen to Jumpsuit, Levitate, Bandito, Leave the City, Morph, and if you watch the music videos, it all starts back with Heavy Dirty Soul, and you can even argue Heathens as well. So, you can see the Trench lore in Heavy Dirty Soul, Jumpsuit, Levitate, Nico, and the Niners, and it's astounding. And there's a whole bunch of videos on YouTube talking about the Dema lore, and I'll make sure to link some down in the description box below. And I need to go rewatch these because I only watched the Dema lore stuff when Trench first came out a couple years ago. And so, I see this stuff trend on Twitter, and instead of paying attention to this class, I am looking up all the information I can, much like I did with the level of concern thing that was a year ago. That was a year ago. Code 20 was a year ago. Okay. So, holy heck. So, yeah, so I do all this information to look it up. I'm mainly checking Twitter because there are clickies who do everything on Twitter, and it's amazing. Twitter is a wonderful resource, as well as the 21 Pilots Discord. It is fantastic just to find anything regarding any cryptic stuff 21 Pilots does, which is 21 Pilots things. If you think back to the level of concern stuff, they do a whole bunch of cryptic stuff where you have to like change the saturation on images, look for hidden messages in every image. So they do, so I keep checking Twitter, and then find a Twitter post, and I'll put it here, and I'll make sure to include the author so we give credit where credit is due, but they are on the website that shows a progress bar for Demaorg.info, basically saying that all the files are going to be terminated off there, so all of the Clancy journals will be gone. So I keep refreshing the page, like, every time a progress thing or a new thing would come out. And eventually this thing called ScaledandIcy.com came up. Now, ScaledandIcy.com, there were a couple images associated with it. So if you go to the website, you would first, like, just ScaledandIcy.com, you would see just a picture of some blue scales. If you do /dragon, you would get a picture of this dragon. There was a blue dragon with a purple background. And so that came out around like 12:40, 12:35-ish. So I keep refreshing, go to the Dema.info website, and it's saying, like, a little scroll bar at the top saying terminating files. It just has this whole thing, like a whole bunch of letters by Clancy, and I didn't have enough time to read it all because I was half paying attention to this class that was going on. But when 3 o'clock hits, this website changed. I'm going to read to you what the site said, and I'm also going to put the image on the screen here. Account terminated. The page you are looking for has been removed from our servers. The account was in violation of the terms established by the sacred municipality of Dema and deemed contraband material. Disciplinary action has been taken, and the offender no longer has access to this account. Further actions have been taken to ensure these violations will not occur again. Anyone attempting to access or share any contraband material will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the laws set forth by Demaorg and the sacred municipality of Dema. Infraction number, and we get a whole bunch of numbers there. We see secret municipality of Dema with their logo, United Vitalists. Now, people on Twitter have, of course, they have found what kind of cipher these numbers are. So, and the cipher they figured out, I forget what it was called. But if you run it through the cipher, you get Clancy is dead. Clancy is dead. The main character of Dema gone kaput. Which, I mean, makes sense if you look at the post. Disciplinary action has been taken. The offender no longer has access to this account. In the fullest extent of the law set forth by Dema.org, obviously, it kind of means death. So, that was the big thing. Then on Twitter, we got a whole bunch of posts with a flyer that said 21 Pilots and a new album Livestream experience. It all happens on May 21st. So instantly you get super excited. And there are 3 iterations of this poster, and we were going to kind of dissect each one, because each one has several Easter eggs. So we'll start with this one that says, feel the saturation on top. Now, I like this because, again, I mentioned the whole raising and lowering the saturation on images to look for codes. Got a little nod to that. So we see on there, we get Tyler and Josh in the background. We get this big dragon, much like we saw on ScaledAndIcy.com. All happens on May 21st. You see the available thing. But then we see at the bottom, Dema.org. We get the little logo. We get a little TV with Tyler's head opening up with someone standing in there. Now, the whole Dema thing, it's a whole Tyler little world. So that little guy standing in there, that's Clancy. We're opening up Tyler's minds. Now let's take a look at this one. It all happens on May 21st. The performance live stream experience, the vibrant return of 21 Pilots. If we take a look at that little thing at the very bottom, the small fine print. So the fine print at the bottom says, Scaled and Icy and 21 Pilots live stream experience is presented in association with Demaorg and Good Day Dema. The views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the sacred municipality of Dema and do not necessarily reflect any official policy or position of the artist. Any content provided during this film performance in this event is the property of Demaorg. So basically, it's a little propaganda thing because it literally says, these are the views of Demaorg, not necessarily the views of 21 Pilots. And going on the propaganda thing. And we can look at this post here by @SparkVisuals, and it brings up some major points, like the album title, Scaled and Icy. Think of it like a word scramble, Scaled and Icy. Just put all the letters into a little bin, rearrange all the letters, and sure you get Scaled and Icy, but you also get Clancy is dead. And if you look on the poster, I don't know how they got this image, but somewhere on the poster, it says, Psy is propaganda. And of course, if we abbreviate Scaled and Icy, we get SAI, Psy. So I am currently editing the video, and I decided to check Twitter one more time, see if there are any more theories that I missed or any updates. And I asked the question, which you just saw, I don't know where the size propaganda that image comes from. To which someone found it for me. Thank you, @BlurrySlimeball. So they found that it is actually on the Christmas Saves the Year album cover. So on there, everyone knows that behind Tyler's head, you see it present, and on it's labeled Clancy. Everyone sees that. Everyone saw that when it first got released. It was one of the big things, Easter eggs hidden there. However, right underneath of that, it says Psy is propaganda hidden in the image. Mind blown. Back to you, me. And we also, this is a side note, and I just figured this out while recording this, but we kind of have a new Twitter that we need to follow. And that is @SCLD_NIC_Y. So it's Scaled and Icy on Twitter. And this might be a new 21 Pilot accounts. So, like, just emphasizing on the lore. And the reason why, and like, why I'm bringing this up is because the account was created today. It was started an hour ago. And the first post was, they know. Second post is them burning this yellow jumpsuit. Like this yellow hoodie jumpsuit like thing. Then we would like to thank Demaorg and their opportunities and advanced understanding, acceptance, and mercy. We hope to see you on May 21st for a very special experience. What a very good day. Sing our songs we will have been saving granted for most generous of gifts from our friends at Demaorg. Just Dema propaganda. Then there was something that got deleted. Then it says, oops, sorry about that, everyone. We're having some troublesome technical issues that need sorting. I don't know. I just found this Twitter. And also, if we look at the Twitter profile picture, what is in the picture? It's a sigh. It is a legit sigh. Sigh is propaganda. Whoo, boy. Just a whole lot of thing. Whole lots of things in there. A whole lot of propaganda stuff. And it is great. And sticking with that side thing, going back to ScaledandIcy.com, if you do ScaledandIcy.com/shy away, it shows you this. And it says 21 pilots shied away. And that could mean a couple of things. One, it could be a song off the album. Most likely it's going to be a song off the album. Most likely it's going to be their first single off of the album. But the damning thing here, look at the logo. It's not the circle with the lines. It's a sigh. Sigh is propaganda. I kind of feel like I work for a news station when I say that. But that is basically everything we know about this new album. And I'm super excited. There is so much lore. Go and study those lore videos on YouTube. And holy heck, I am excited. I'm excited. That was the best news I've heard in quite a while. But I'm excited. Anyway, that was my bonus Monday episode. Thank you guys for watching, if you did watch it. And holy heck, I'll see you around. See you next Monday. I'll definitely see you May 21st, I guess. Goodbye and good night. Time to eat some Pop-Tart.